Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Teresa here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you found your way here. Today's layout is for the Allison Pennington Design Team, and I'm working with a digital collection called Camp. This is a very outdoorsy, camping themed collection, but my layout somehow took a different turn, and which is really kind of cool because you'll get a chance to see how you can use this collection in a different way other than what it was necessarily created for. So just sharing here the printed materials. So the background papers here, there are 3 background papers. I layered those into a blank canvas in Photoshop, added the mixed media elements, the buttons and beads, and printed that out using my wide format Canon printer. I am totally excited about these alphabets that I created the title with. There's like 10 different color versions in this collection. And just, I think they're probably the most perfect title ever. And then you can see some of the elements that I've printed and cut as well in preparation for this layout. So my main design concept here, and I've been doing this quite a bit lately with kind of visually splitting the canvas. And I've split it here with the 2 pattern papers. And then what I've done is used the gray and white polka dot to create a kind of secondary background for the photo and the journaling. And the majority of the embellishments are going here as well. So this creates the focal point here for the layout. And by the way, it would be really easy to recreate this as a traveler's notebook layout as well. So if you're into that format, I invite you to try it out and see if you like it. So what I've done here is really continued the vertical direction here that I've already established with the 2 background papers. And so the photo, of course, is a very vertical print. The journaling spot is actually a journal card that I shrunk down and only used the bottom of for the journaling and the date there. And then the red label or the magenta label also reinforces that vertical line. I love these little tags. I use them twice. They have a little cutout there, although I did not cut those with the silhouette. I left those with the white cardstock background. But I love that little shape and the little just visual interest it gives that I used it twice. And I've clipped pattern papers to that tag. That's not actually what it looks like in the collection. And so then one thing that, of course, using this collection off-themed gave a challenge because the word strips really didn't apply to the story here. The story, by the way, is of my 17-year-old getting their second ear piercing. And so what I improvised is to use the alphabets for the title. And then I'm using an old stamp set from my stash for the labels, and then those are basically the word art. This is an older stamp set from LA Studio from my stash. And one thing I've learned, I've always been kind of frustrated about stamping on photo paper. I do print on photo paper because the prints are just so crisp and clear. But one thing I found was that if you press lightly, then you get the perfect stamp. And it's interesting because usually we're taught just press down as hard as you can. But if you're stamping on photo paper, just use a very light touch and it will work perfect. Thanks so much for joining me today. And I will have links to the Camp Digital Collection down below. As always, I hope to see you back here again real soon. Bye-bye.